Hello, wild people. Welcome to AK Wild One. Today, I'm going to talk to you about my 5 favorite trail towns along the Pacific Crest Trail, places you won't want to miss during your long-distance trek through California, Oregon, and Washington. Thank you for tuning in to AK Wild One. You know, next to the fellow backpackers and trail angels you meet along the PCT, I think the next best fringe benefit of the PCT is the joy and serendipity of discovering an awesome trail town. Few things can lift a tired, long-distance hiker's morale like a good trail town. Tired, worn-out hikers strive to reach trail towns with the same zeal of old-time prophets who journeyed to the promised land. Trail towns are where we go to enjoy good food, comfortable beds, the redeeming power of running water. In short, to be reborn. My criteria for trail towns is highly subjective. My rating system includes ease of access from the trail, the quality and availability of sleeping accommodations, showers, laundry, resupply options, restaurant quality, and most importantly, the demeanor of the townspeople toward hikers, or how hiker-friendly the place is. 2 other factors. I purposely left out Idlewild and Julian. Both are great California towns. They didn't make my cut because they're talked about quite a bit in other hiker videos and documentaries. And secondly, I'm not a drinker, so the quality of the bars and party life doesn't mix in my decision. So here we go. My number 5 favorite trail town, Wrightwood, California. Located at mile 369.4 on the trail, Wrightwood's population is about 4,500. In the town, you'll find Mountain Hardware, which is a true hiker-friendly business. They offer camping essentials, a place for hikers to hang out, and do darn tough sock exchanges. You can get a fuel canister for a penny if you spend $35 in the store. Also in Wrightwood, the library has free paperback books. The town has a grocery store that offers most of what you need for a solid resupply. You can also find some trendy restaurants that serve more than just burgers, and a decent coffee shop or two. Flash and I experienced friendly post office staff and a trail angel who refused money to take us back to the trail at 6 a.m. There's a variety of places you can stay in Wrightwood. It's friendly, safe, and there are enough amenities to soften you up a bit before you head back to the trail. Now, you may not find a laundromat in Wrightwood, but hey, that's what bathtubs and sinks are for, right? Okay, my number 4 favorite trail town is Kernville, California. Now, it's not an easy hitch, and it's about 50 miles from the trail, located at about mile 653 on the PCT. I suggest joining the Walker Pass Trail Angels Facebook page to see about getting a ride, and you can also find rides via the public bus transit system, but you have to make sure your timing's right. Kernville has a restaurant called the Cracked Egg, which is a notch above all the rest. Big Blue Bear Coffee and Bakery were wonderful places to eat baked goods, drink a civilized latte, and hang out in the shade. On the second day, the shop's barista called me by name. Flash and I landed a nice Airbnb room for cheap, but there's a good variety of motels and inns to stay in, and you could also camp alongside the river. The grocery store in town is a bit pricey, but it has a good selection of food. Now you can relax under the trees in the park and gaze in awe at the fattest ground squirrels you'll probably ever see, or you can even take a dip in the Kern River, or maybe even choose to go on a whitewater adventure. Now make sure you stop by the hardware store to visit Smokey the Cat. and ask the owners how Smokey got his name. There's very friendly people in Kernville, so getting a hitch back to the trail was easy for us, and so was connecting to the public transit system. Okay, my third favorite trail town is Stehekin, Washington, mile 2571. Stehekin is located along Lake Chelan, Washington's largest natural lake. There is bus service from the trail to the town, which is about 11 miles away. In 2022, there were 4 shuttles a day during hiker season. You can find a free campground just past the lodge, and behind the visitor center, there's toilets and water taps. And there's an electronics station and a really nice hiker box. Stehekin had only one coin-operated shower when we were there, but what's a little shower scarcity and a plethora of germs among your 50 closest hiker friends? Now, I've saved the best for last. There is also a world-class bakery where you can indulge in such decadence as cinnamon buns, cookies, and pizzas. By the time we hit Stehekin, hiker hunger hit 10 on the hunger scale. So I was ready to pounce on anything moving or stationary. So make sure you check the bakery hours before timing your stay in town, because if you miss the bakery while it's open, you'll be kicking yourself the rest of the way to Canada. My second favorite trail town, Shelter Cove, Oregon. The folks at Shelter Cove get it with hikers. They have a canopy near the lake with a smoke-in hiker box and a place to charge electronics. They also offer free camping in a nice shaded area. They offer excellent, reasonably priced burgers and pizzas, a fair selection of food in their store, and it's run by genuinely kind people. There are showers, laundries, toilets. Really, what more does a thru hiker need? Shelter Cove was something of an oasis during our long, hot trek across Oregon, where trail towns are few and far between. Okay, my number one favorite trail town, Trout Lake, Washington. You could almost say that Trout Lake offers concierge services to hikers. They have signs on the trail with the list of trail angels, their phone numbers, etc. And they have a regular schedule of drop-offs and pickups at the trail. The general store owner is kind, patient, and outgoing. She lets hikers camp around the store and offered a donation-driven washer and dryer. The church in town also provided free camping, water, a sheltered place to power your electronics, and other amenities. I like Trout Lake because I could sense a concerted effort by the town to make things as accessible as possible for hikers, mainly by offering regularly scheduled and coordinated transportation to and from the trail. They also offered places to sleep, shower, and resupply. Trout Lake went out of its way to make hikers feel comfortable. You know, trail towns are special places, and I hope hikers remember the importance of being ambassadors of goodwill along the trail so that these trail towns will continue offering the services they do. We want others who follow in our footsteps to have an awesome experience too. So let's be gracious, considerate, and kind when encountering trail town people. Imagine how it might be stressful to deal with hungry, dirty, smelly, demanding hikers. Well, wild people, please share in the discussion some of your favorite trail towns and what makes them special. I imagine a lot of backpackers will benefit from the advice of their ancestors, which is basically anyone who hiked the trail before you did. And so, until we meet again, live wildly, my friends.